Greetings gamers, and welcome to the fourth and final boss of Tol Dagor. Overseer Korgus is generally considered the most challenging dungeon boss so far this expansion. In fact, even on normal difficulty we found this boss quite challenging and had to change from one tank, one healer, one DPS to two tanks and a healer in order to soak the massive damage this boss can make. But this boss can be threesomed thanks to the druid going bear form in order to soak the damage from his deadly Deadeye move. Overseer Korgus will periodically load his gun with one of two kinds of ammunition. One is an incendiary round that stacks fire damage over time, which can get pretty gnarly if the player accumulates too many stacks. The other is an explosive round which causes knockback. When you have the crosshairs symbol, Overseer Korgus is casting Explosive Burst. To avoid taking a lot of damage from this move, players should try to spread out a little. If he's using incendiary rounds, players will take splash damage from the fire. If he is using blast ammo, players will be knocked back. When you get the targets on your head, you will see circles around your feet. Try not to be in other players' circles, otherwise you will take splash damage. The easiest move to avoid is called cross ignition. When you hear Overseer Korgus say, "You'll get caught in the crossfire," a pattern of dark and light regions will radiate out from the boss. The lighter regions are safe. Just remember, dark is danger, light is life. Anyone caught in the dark sectors when he finishes casting cross ignition will be hit by massive fire damage. His most challenging move is called Deadeye, which does a not insignificant amount of instant damage to the first target it hits, but more importantly puts a 2-minute debuff on the target, which increases the damage of the next Deadeye by 500%. For most people, a second hit from Deadeye will be enough to kill you, but we found that full health tanks can survive a second shot but not a third. The key to not wiping here is to try to make sure that everyone in the group takes it in turns to soak a Deadeye. That way nobody has more than one stack. Humans have a fantastic ability to concentrate on what's important and ignore distractions. This is called selective attention, and the developers are taking advantage of this trait so that while we are so focused on the mechanics of Overseer Korgus, we can be completely oblivious to the hulking great cannon that's pointing right at us. Now we know why the other bosses in the dungeon had so much emphasis on situational awareness. It was all training for this final encounter. The cannons situated around the edges of the boss room are not background furniture, but part of the boss mechanics. The only audio clue that a cannon is moving is a subtle wind-up clanking sound of the gears turning while the cannon is rotating on its turntable. So, while you're concentrating on the somewhat complicated boss mechanics, you must also be constantly aware of what direction the cannons are pointing. The need to split your attention like this makes this boss particularly difficult, even on normal difficulty. And that about wraps it up for this encounter. The key to surviving on normal difficulty is to spread out when you have a target lock, stay out of the dark regions on the floor when they appear, take it in turns to soak the Deadeye, and keep an eye on those cannons. You might also find the boss is slightly less deadly if you equip the fire resistance armor from the previous encounter if you were lucky enough to get it. Okay, good luck with this boss, and enjoy the rest of the vid.
These rounds unlimited. You'll get caught in the crossfire. Run on you. I never miss. You'll get caught in the crossfire. Run all you want. I never. I've been eager to try these rounds on limit. You'll get caught in the crossfire. Run all you want. I never miss.
It seems Lady Ashvane will have an opening for a new overseer after all. Now that we have the prison under our control and the keys in our possession, we can begin securing the Azerite and releasing the hostages. You do good work for an escaped fugitive.